local news, politics, business, sports, arts, music. Mike and Marty on the feed. Mike and Marty. Mike and Marty.
Good morning, Bellows Falls. Welcome to the feed. Today is Wednesday, November 17th. Today I'm here with Betsy Thurston from Bellows Falls Downtown Development Alliance. I've had so many acronyms in my life the past 2 days I can't remember. And Gail Hynes from Gail Hynes Photography. Mike is taking an early Thanksgiving vacation, so he is actually headed to Texas. I wouldn't be headed to Texas for anything, to be honest with you, but that's not neither here nor there. So let me go over a few local events. This week at the Bellows Falls Opera House, we have Ghostbusters Afterlife. So every time I see this ad, I have the Ghostbusters theme running in my head like for the rest of the day. So it's November 19th through the 23rd, and then the 26th through the 30th, Ghostbusters. The classic movie tonight is West Side Story, and then next week is going to be Casablanca. Just want to remind everybody, if you're not doing anything on Thanksgiving Eve, and if you haven't seen it already on Facebook, that PK's is hosting Intercept. They're going to be playing Thanksgiving Eve from 7 to 11 at PK's. We always know that that's a good time when PK's is out. The class of 2022, that's the project graduation class, they're going to be doing a Thanksgiving dinner raffle. They're actually selling the tickets right now, and it's a full Thanksgiving meal. And the tickets are only $5 each, or you can get 3 tickets for $10. And they're going to choose 2 winners. They're going to choose them on the 22nd. So reach out to anyone that you know that's in the Bellows Falls class of 2022, or you can just Venmo at BF Project Grad. So that's a great fundraiser. Reminding everyone that if you haven't gotten your tickets yet for this Thursday night for the Bellows Follies, the tickets are going fast. There's still tickets available, but if you want to make sure you have a seat for the Bellows Follies and make sure you get your tickets in the next couple days. You go right to the website for the Bellows Falls Opera House. It's super quick and easy, and it's going to be a fun evening. Have you ladies gotten your tickets yet? Nothing like putting you on the spot. And then the last thing I want to show you is I want to show you one of Gail's photographs. This is a beautiful, I love that you take the ordinary, Gail, and you make it extraordinary. Your lens brings out, can you tell us a little bit about where that picture was?
I can, and thank you, Marty. This was at Allison's Orchard in Walpole. I go up there a lot. I do a lot of shooting up there. I do a lot of events. And it just happened to be an extraordinary morning.
Yeah, that caught my eye, and I thought that was like a perfect representation of the kind of work that you do.
Thank you.
So welcome to the feed. And tell us, I'm curious, how did you get into photography?
I had, I don't know, maybe 10 or 12 years ago, I had some free time. I had a very tiny Kodak Instamatic camera, and I hit all the back roads. One thing led to another. I was in someone's barn. I was looking at someone's animals, and different things or creatures or nature caught my eye. Mm-hmm. And that's what started me down this road that it's kind of taken on a life of its own.
So now do you have not as much free time?
I comes and goes.
So yeah. You do, with your photography, you do a lot of nature work, and then what else do you offer?
I offer portrait photography, weddings, special events, holiday events, things like that.
I notice you do a lot of the senior photography too?
I do, yes. I do a lot of senior portraits.
Nice. That's so nice that they do that now. That when I was in school back in the day, all you had was the professional photographer picture. You didn't get to have all these fun ones taken at the country store with costume changes and all the fun stuff that you do.
Right.
So Betsy, tell us a little bit about the Shop Local program, and then we'll go back to kind of what Gail has going on here.
Okay, well, thanks for having me here,
Thanks for
Marty.
coming.
So the Shop Local has begun. It started October 30th, And we actually started something new. So this form you will see in everyone's window that's participating. So it's got all of our details on it. But kind of the kickoff, Shop Local Open House Weekend starts Friday on the 26th with Plaid Friday, and it goes through till Monday. So we have Plaid Friday, Small Business Saturday, Sunday Open House, and Cider Monday. Wearing plaid gets you, deals and steals at some of our local merchants. So everyone's kind of doing their own specials.
And I heard you've got some pretty cool swag too. When is that is that happening on Shop Small Saturday?
On Saturday, yes. So there's bags and stickers we didn't get last year. So
nice. So you
first
actually have to
come,
go out and
first
shop
served.
to get them, though.
Oh,
probably,
you definitely do. So support that local business, your favorite local business.
So do you have you seen an uptick in merchants this year, or is it about the same amount of merchants that are participating?
It's about the same amount. Last year we offered it for free, and this year we, did a charge for card expense. This year we got to invite Gail back again, so she will be doing photography and Facebook promotions for anyone that paid that level, silver and gold. So there's quite a bit of you, actually, so thank you.
Nice. And Gail, you have an actual pop-up shop, right?
I do. At 33 Bridge Street on the island. I've opened my studio as a pop-up from now until Christmas Eve. We will be open all of the dates that Betsy mentioned, and some others probably. The catch to my pop-up is this. It has to be handmade or homemade, in which I brought some things to show you.
Yeah, tell us about what you have here.
So this is Julie Patrick, and I'm going to hold it up. Julie Patrick Quilting. She's also my sister-in-law. She's a long-arm quilter. She has many, many beautiful items in my shop. She's also made these koozies, ice cream koozies, supporting the terriers also.
I thought Gail was bringing us ice cream this morning. I was very excited.
Yeah, sorry, I ate it.
Snacks.
We have the most beautiful, beautiful work here from Erin Hennessy with her silk yarn, hand-spun silk yarn. She is selling skeins of yarn, hats, along with shawls and whatnot. This is, and I have 2 hat racks. These are made locally by Brenda Eno.
Terrier purple.
Thank you, Terrier purple. And
then is that Minions?
And a Minion, hat? Yeah, this is a Minion.
First I thought it was a bumblebee, but it's a Minion. Okay.
Yes. Some others, Laura Taylor is bringing in masks. She has 3 different sizes. And then I have some other people coming in with other items too. But like I said, it has to be homemade or handmade. And we'll be offering snacks, and I'm selling gift certificates too for myself. And please stop in and join us.
Nice. I was going to ask you about that. So if like you wanted to do, say, you wanted your family to get a family portrait, but you didn't know if you could get them all together, you could do a gift certificate and then figure out a time, because it doesn't seem like Christmas is that close, but Christmas really kind of is close, so they might not be able to organize. I just lost my train of thought. So I'm going to guess that with all of the items that you have in your shop, and all the items in a shop local around here, there's no supply chain issues?
No.
So that's the thing, people. There's no supply chain issues. You can come in, it's in stock, it's available, and you're supporting local merchants. And that's, I think, this year, and maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, Betsy, but I think this year it's more important than ever, even more important than last year, to be out there supporting the local businesses.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, last year was huge, and I think it really pushed people, but this year, and I did a post on Facebook, Christmas isn't in danger. It's our small local businesses. And Bellows Falls is really lucky. We've had most of our businesses full. Everyone's, they've all worked very hard to stay open. And we've got Rockingham Roasters this year we didn't have. So that's really exciting. Wonder Bar just opened last week, and so we really want them to stay open. Definitely make sure you get your reservations with them. And Flatiron Cooperative should be open next weekend, so stay tuned on their Facebook page.
And you've been doing an amazing job. I saw the snowflakes have gone up. And then you have a project. Want to talk a little bit about the Garland wrapping project?
Yeah, so Sunday, actually, Elijah Zimmer will be running that. And we've got Rotary members have volunteered. We have 3 or 4 others sending out a plea. But if you'd like to help volunteer, generally it will be teams of 3 wrapping the garland with lights, stringing garland on all of the lampposts. There's over 20, I believe. There will be wreaths on Bridge Street, a wreath on the town hall, and we're just going to make it even more beautiful than it already is downtown.
So if you're looking for something to do on Sunday, what's the date again?
Sunday, November 21st.
Sunday, November 21st.
And
which
it's
is
between 9 and
coming right
9:30. Meet downtown or get a hold of Elijah Zimmer.
And the more people that show up, the easier it is all the way around, right, for everybody.
Yes.
So that's awesome. And then speaking of lights, let's talk a little bit about the Parade of Lights, which is a totally new event this year.
Yes.
Give the history of how that came about.
So Parade of Lights came to be, my daughter and I actually lived in Nevada, and we got to be on a float in a Parade of Lights out in Gardnerville, Nevada. And so my daughter last year, when I was hired with BFDDA, she said, you should bring the Parade of Lights here to Bellows Falls. And I said, well, how about next year? So this is next year. And I mentioned it online at one of the meetings, a select board meeting, and 2 different people Facebook messaged me. Thank you, Ben Major and Alicia Thomas, and said, we want to be involved. And Ben is kind of taken charge, so he is who you send your application to. But yeah, so the Parade of Lights will be the first annual. We plan to do this, forever in the future. It's Saturday, December 11th, starts at 5 o'clock or dark, whichever's, it's probably 5 or just after.
I think it'll probably be dark by 5 o'clock, sadly enough, by then.
Yes.
It's starting to get dark now, much, much earlier.
And the parade, it starts from Henry Street, so by the Moose, and it goes through the square, and it ends on William Street past Rite Aid. So very short route for the winter. We have no idea what kind of weather. It doesn't matter what is happening, the parade is on. So it's rain or shine, or unless, the whole state shut down, and then I guess we have to...
Then you have to probably,
figure something out.
So to just explain, Parade of Lights, so it doesn't have to be a float. I think maybe you said float in the beginning, and that might, people don't have time to do a float. You just basically have to have lights on your vehicle.
Yes.
Like if you string some, Christmas lights along the, inside of your car, or if you have a truck in the back of your truck, if you have a business or something you want to promote, you can, string lights on that. And it's all just to kind of celebrate the downtown. And the Rotary is actually sponsoring their annual Christmas movie again this year. We didn't do it last year, and it was kind of sad because I think the kids look forward to it. And that movie is actually going to happen in the late afternoon, so the movie will be getting out just as the parade's coming through. So the kids will be coming out, and I hear that you're going to have maybe a visit from Santa. Santa's going to come through the Parade of Lights.
We sure hope he will be the very end of the parade.
You've requested
yes,
it, but you're not sure. He's very busy. He's very busy with other parades, but we'll see. We'll see if that can happen. So if people have to enter by what date?
By November 26th. We are a volunteer group, so we're trying to get everything in. Chances are good we will honor your application, later than that. But please, if you'd like to be a part of the parade, light up your vehicle. I'm going to light up myself. I have LED lights, and I'll be walking around directing traffic or whatever. And just get your entries in. You can email Ben Major at major_property@yahoo.com. The application is on Facebook, so the BFDDA Facebook events page, or search Bellows Falls Parade of Lights. And there are applications in the town hall lobby on the bulletin board, if that's the easiest. So don't hesitate to reach out, or please just come and watch us too. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a safe event for everybody. I mean, we still do have to take that into consideration. People will be in their cars. You know, the spectators can maintain a certain amount of distance, and it's an outdoor event. So it's a short event, which is good because in the winter it can be cold. So you don't want to stand out for a whole parade that that loops the entire town. By then you'll have all of the rest of the lights in town, so it'll just be a pretty spectacular. And I think Ben's going to try to come in a couple weeks. We have him slated, and he'll talk more specifics because you'll probably have more of an idea at that point how many people have signed up, what kinds of things there might be, so we can really get people excited about it.
I can say we have 16 confirmed.
Oh, nice.
So we have a parade.
Nice, nice, nice. So let's talk a little bit about some of the participating merchants and the fact that I think people tend to think that it's only merchants in Bellows Falls, but in looking here, you have merchants from Grafton, Rockingham, Saxons River, and Westminster. So in Grafton, you have the Phelps Barn and MKT Market. In Rockingham, you have Leslie's, Smoke and Bowls, the Country Store, Saxons River Market, Allen Brothers, Faith Toyota Ford Service Department. Nice. You could rack up a lot of cards in that place. Westminster Fit Body Boot Camp. And then you have a lot of sponsors that are non-stamping. So talk about the non-stamping sponsors. What does that mean?
That means they sponsored us with money, depending on the level that they sponsored. You know, they might be on part of the co-op radio advertising, or they would like Gail to come and take photos.
So Gail, you both sponsored and helped out. So you're on both ends of
Yes,
you're on both ends.
Yes,
So you're taking pictures at shops for
Yes,
this?
yes,
Nice.
at each shop.
Nice, and then posting them on Facebook to help them.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Right.
kind of what we're doing with this. Actually, these guys are kicking off the whole Shop Local season series for us, and up until Christmas, each week we'll have at least one or two merchants here, showing, talking about what they have offerings for Christmas, what they're doing. There's lots and lots of, as you know, there's lots and lots of happenings. There's ladies' nights happening, men's nights happening. I'm sure there's more I'm sure there's many other events that merchants are sponsoring during this time, which we won't, we don't want to wreck their fun of telling the studio audience themselves. But it's just it's grown from, do you know how many years we've been doing Shop Local, Betsy? I can't remember the years blend. It's going to have to be at least 10, right?
Right, that's what my guess would be, at least 10.
Yeah.
And we are working on actually better data collection.
Mm-hmm.
We've given different stamps to markets so we can find grocery stamps. We're trying to separate, stamps from James Oil. We'll still, we're very excited that this is all local spending, but we're really trying to, narrow the data so that we'll know exactly what small business, what retail. Eventually we'll know food and beverage versus retail versus service versus, so that's what we're working on in the next couple of years.
Nice. Because, I know in years past, Mary Helen would come on and she would give the dollar amounts of the amount of money that was spent locally, and it was really large dollar amounts, but I can imagine it's helpful to know, did that come from the downtown merchants? Did that come from grocery? Did that come from all those different things? And it just helps you improve the program.
Exactly.
Moving years forward. So after you finish your pop-up, is your studio open year-round? I'm a little confused on that, or is it just
my
open?
Studio, yes.
Okay.
I am open year-round. I'm 800 square feet. I'm right in the front of the building. I do family portraits, pets, etc. Usually when the weather isn't good, we land in my studio. I'm very, very fortunate, and I'll just touch on this for a moment. I'm very fortunate to be in 33 Bridge Street, along with the fabulous other artists in that building, which, I would just want to make mention of, such as, this is Chris Sherwin, Sunga Studios, Grace and Miss Mouse, Charlie Hunter and the elusive corduroy, Studio Cat, Wool Radio. There's just so much happening that please stop by and visit us, and we will welcome you.
Yeah, I think people tend to forget. They think of it's kind of like the way you think of the square, and you forget about all of the kind of outlying. Like some people forget, Canal Street Galleries and then 33 Bridge, and sometimes people don't know where or what 33 Bridge is. Right. So I just always say, go past the post office and you'll find it. You can't miss it.
Right. The abstract artwork of Scott Morgan. Mm-hmm. I can go on and on and on, but please come see it yourself. It's an amazing building with just fabulous, gifted artists.
It really is. It's a funky building too. Yeah. It's fun. And then are you still doing? Are they still holding like music events and things at 33 Bridge?
Yeah. So Wool Radio and 33 Stage Live is opening again. Happy to have the local, I think it's local musicians and original music is what I'm trying to say. They're back and up and running, and watch for events from them. Perhaps the farmers market will be back this year. I can't say that for sure, but I'm hoping.
The winter market?
Yes, the winter market.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah. So we are down to about 3 minutes. I know time goes fast when you're having fun on live TV. So let's just go, Gail, let's just reiterate all contact information for you. How do people get a hold of you if they want to do portraits?
You can get a hold of me on Facebook, through my email, gailhynes@comcast.net, or
pop into your studio.
Pop in, please, come see me. Yes.
Betsy?
You can find out more information about most everything on bellowsfallsvt.org and our Facebook page at BFDDA.
Nice. So I just want to thank both Betsy and Gail for being here today. Gail, in addition to the portraits and the things that she does, she takes a ton of photographs of sporting events, any parades or anything that are happening. So you add so much to the community with all those pictures that you put out there. And Betsy, you work tirelessly for your energy and your innovation that you're bringing to the Downtown Development Alliance is just awesome. So we are going to wrap up. And is there any last things that you want to tell the audience? Or
I would just like to mention the rest of the day. So mark your calendar. So yes, next weekend, but Ladies' Night's Friday, December 10th. The Parade of Lights is Saturday, December 11th. Not Just Men's Night is the next Friday, December 17th, which is also the third Friday of the month. So,
is it a BF3F too?
It's a BF3F.
Nice. For people that don't know, that's a big downtown music and art celebration, right?
It used to be, so we're bringing it back, and thank you to Canal Street Art Gallery for continuing it all through COVID. They did a lot of virtual and meet the artist.
So the biggest thing we can leave you with today is Christmas is not, what did you say? Christmas is not canceled, because there are tons and tons of merchants and folks in town where you can get beautiful handcrafted gifts. Look at these fun gifts. Who doesn't want a Minion hat? I mean, really. So make sure you shop local and make sure you tune in the next few weeks, because we're going to be having a lot of other merchants come in to show you what they have going on. But for today, we are done, community. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. And I'll just add one more.
Politics, business, sports, arts, music, Mike and